How good is the Stampede crew? Spoilers for One Piece Stampede. If you haven't seen it, come back when you have. The crew is comprised of Luffy, Law, Boa, Smoker, Buggy, and Sabo. Crocodile is kind of there. He's part of the plan, but he doesn't really fight alongside them, so I'm not going to count him. Also, I don't know why Lucci was included in this illustration. He's less of a member than Crocodile is because he's also barely there and doesn't fight alongside them. That being said, though, this is an extremely solid crew. Luffy and Buggy aren't the smartest, but aside from that, everybody here is relatively competent. Most of them here are fairly strong too, so I don't think power is going to be that big of a problem. The weakest person here is Buggy, but he has a tendency to fall upwards, so it doesn't even feel right to call him the weakest. The first problem this crew is going to run into is leadership. I still think Luffy's going to be the captain, but I think there's going to be a lot of bickering whenever he does or doesn't make a decision. And the leadership problem bleeds into the second problem, which is synergy. They were able to lock in during the Bullet fight, but that was mainly because one, Luffy made an opening for them, and two, the plan was fairly simple. All they had to do was attack all at once. And even then, after it was already established that they were going to be working together, Smoker was still bickering with Sabo and Law. Buggy still didn't want to be there. Law was very irritated dealing with them, and Boa was clearly prioritizing Luffy over everything else. The sheer power they have at their disposal is definitely going to give them a lot of leeway when it comes to the weaker crews and enemies. But once they're up against something that isn't a single big enemy or a crew that is at least equal strength, I think that's where they're going to start to struggle. We've seen it happen time and time again in the series where a stronger crew can easily lose to a weaker one so long as that weaker one actually has a plan and can work together successfully. It literally happens in the movie. It's definitely possible for the crew to work together. Again, we literally see it in the movie, but in situations where Luffy can't make an opening for them, I think that's where we're going to start to see some cracks. But they were able to take down Bullet, who was an extremely powerful opponent, so you have to give them some credit. But as always, let me know what you thought of Stampede, and if you got this far, make sure you drop a follow.